Geordan, Edward, Andrew Murphy, a Lion in 2005, 72 caps for Ireland and a Grand Slam triumph in 2009. And after 16 years with Leicester, the winner of 2 Heineken Cups and 7 league titles.
Until guys actually hang their boots up, you don't realise how good they've been for you or been for the club. I don't think you realise how hard they are to replace. Because you want to go into the marketplace to buy like for Geordan Murphy, we'd have to remortgage the stand.
Probably the most skillful player I've ever played with. Probably the best Premiership fullback there's ever been.
If you speak to any of the guys at Leicester that have the opportunity to play with him during the sort of late 90s, 2000s, when he first came onto the scene, I'd never and still haven't seen anyone like him just in terms of natural ability. Things he could do with the rugby ball was ridiculous. I think it was Dean Richards that first compared him to George Best, and the similarities in terms of skill are, undoubted. And also, he's not shy of a drink off the pitch either.
He's a very good bloke. He likes to enjoy himself. I'm not sure he ever went to the extremes of George Best.
The first game we ever played in, and Jordan ever played in, the first game we played together, we were, I think, 19. It was Coventry away, minging all day. It was like raining, I think it was evening. And we had a scrum, and the forwards, doing the hard yards, driving the ball. And then Daz Garforth and John Owen and myself again up from the scrum. Sort of looking back, Geordie was lining up a drop goal from the halfway line. I just remember standing next to Daz and he was like, "No, what the?" And as it was going through the air, he was like, "Well done, lad, well done, good choice, good choice."
Well, no Tiger has played more Premiership or Heineken Cup games, but next season he begins a new career as part of the coaching team at Welford Road.
Well, I had some preliminary chats with him, and then the next thing I know, he's announced his retirement and told everybody he's joining the coaching staff, so I couldn't really go back on it, could I? So, I think he'll be a very good coach. I mean, he's clearly his affiliation to Leicester is huge. 16 years of playing him, boy to man, and the legend that he is here as a player and a person. His knowledge is second to none.
When we first came onto the scene, there's Dean Richards and Martin Johnson, Rory Underwood, Neil Beck, all these legends of the game that sort of speak when he's spoken to, nobody else. But because of Jordan's ability and the respect that he had amongst the team, he was always able to sort of speak up and tell the coaches what he thought. And I think as that's gone on, under Pat Howard, really came into his own.
I've no doubt that he's got every quality, both professionally as in knowing the game, and as a person. He's a good person, and good people generally make good coaches.
Huge congratulations. You are rightly celebrated as one of the most skillful players we've ever seen in the Premiership. But I'm sure over the course of your career there have been perhaps temptations and opportunities to go and play in Paris, maybe by the Med, maybe in the bright lights of London. What is it that has kept you in sunny Leicester as a Tiger for 16 years?
Insanity. I think I've been very lucky. I've made some great friends. I've been very lucky playing some great teams. I've been part of successful teams, and I think that's one of the things that's kept me there. I felt a huge amount of loyalty. I didn't really have many opportunities to get into other teams, and when Leicester signed me up and gave me that shot, I felt loyalty from day one. And I had opportunities, as you say, to not go as far afield as France, but back home on a few occasions. And I just thought, no, I'm happy here. They've been good to me, and I'll repay the faith.
I'm sure there've been, I think I'm right to say that did you rent a room off Cockers at the start? You shared with Lewis Moody and stayed with Martin Johnson's parents, obviously plenty of opportunity for breakdown work at breakfast. What do you remember about being a youngster and joining up with that club?
Well, I think Lewis hit the nail on the head. I think when I joined Leicester first, it was very much a case of speak when you're spoken to and just keep your head down. It was customary in your first training sessions that if they didn't like the look of you, you'd receive a few blows to the head usually. So made me a little bit quicker and a little bit more elusive, I think, and paid off in the end.
You have achieved so much in this game, but is there a final, is there a moment that perhaps stands out above the others?
I've been asked this a few times recently, and as I said, some very, very great memories and great wins. I think, the European Cup wins in 2001 and 2002 were both very, very special. The 2001 game was, probably the one that will stand with me for the rest of my life. It was such a memorable game. 2002 against Munster in Cardiff, scoring a try, in that win was very special as well. But there's been some very, very special games, and I think a lot of the games at Welford Road, close games when the crowd gets behind the teams and makes that atmosphere electric. they're the things that I'll really miss.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this year's Tag Heuer Special Merit Award, Geordan Murphy.